Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events without the spin. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're looking at a story that's raised eyebrows across the nation. It appears that the Trump administration is embarking on a massive propaganda campaign, using various federal departments and agencies to spread the word about the president's accomplishments. According to sources within the administration, this effort is costing taxpayers over $1 billion. The goal seems to be to put President Trump's name on everything, from COVID-19 stimulus checks to social media posts, and even emails from government agencies like the Social Security Administration. The latest example of this campaign is an email sent out by the Social Security Administration, touting the benefits of the recently passed Big Beautiful Bill. The email claims that the bill will provide relief to seniors by eliminating federal income taxes on their Social Security benefits. However, experts say that's not entirely accurate. Kathleen Romick, a senior policy analyst at the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, has pointed out that the bill does not repeal taxation of Social Security benefits, and that the so-called senior deduction has nothing to do with getting Social Security. In fact, most beneficiaries are not affected by the bill. The question is, why is the Trump administration using government agencies to spread what some consider to be misleading information? Is this an attempt to boost the president's popularity, or is it a genuine effort to inform the public about important policy changes? We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, we want to hear from you. Do you think the Trump administration's propaganda campaign is effective, or is it a waste of taxpayer dollars? Share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag #ConcreteBlock. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're halfway through today's show, and we've got a story that's sure to spark some intense discussion. You might have heard about the recent developments in the Trump administration's immigration policies, specifically regarding the practice of sending immigrants to so-called third countries. Now, I want to give you a balanced look at what's going on here. According to reports from Mother Jones, the Trump administration has been pushing to send 8 men to South Sudan, a country plagued by war and violence. The government argues that these individuals have been convicted of felonies and served their sentences, but their lawyers claim that this removal would be an unconstitutional punishment, putting them at risk of torture or even death. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Walter, these individuals have committed crimes. Shouldn't they face the consequences? And that's a fair point. However, the issue here is not just about punishing those who have broken the law, but also about upholding the principles of due process and human rights. The Supreme Court has recently allowed the administration to proceed with these third country removals without guaranteeing the immigrants' right to object on grounds of potential torture. This decision has sparked concerns among human rights advocates and immigration lawyers, who argue that it undermines the fundamental protections enshrined in the Constitution. It's also worth noting that this policy has been criticized for its potential to deter future migration, rather than addressing the root causes of immigration. As one judge pointed out during a recent hearing, if the government can remove individuals to any country it chooses, without regard for their safety or well-being, it raises questions about the limits of executive power and the rule of law. Now I want to emphasize that this is a complex issue with multiple perspectives, and will continue to follow developments as more information becomes available. For now, it's essential to consider the potential consequences of such policies on individuals, communities, and the broader implications for human rights and the justice system. That's all for this segment of Concrete Block. We've presented the facts, and now it's up to you to form your own opinions. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. Today, we're going to wrap up our show by diving into an inspiring story about a tennis legend who broke barriers on and off the court. Arthur Ashe, A name that resonates with excellence and courage is the focus of our final segment. Ashi's remarkable journey began in the tennis world, where he became the first black man to win a Wimbledon singles title in 1975, defeating Jimmy Connors in a thrilling match. But his impact went far beyond his impressive career record of 818 wins, 260 losses, and 51 titles. Ash was a champion of social justice, using his platform to speak out against racism and inequality. Tragically, Ashi's life was cut short when he contracted HIV from a blood transfusion during heart bypass surgery in 1983. However, even in the face of adversity, he continued to inspire others by publicly announcing his illness in 1992 and working tirelessly to educate people about HIV and AIDS. His legacy extends beyond his own life, with the Arthur Ashe Stadium, the main court for the U.S. Open, bearing his name as a testament to his enduring impact on the sport. As we reflect on Ashe's story, it's essential to acknowledge the complexities of his experience. He faced both racism and prejudice, yet he remained committed to using his voice to promote understanding and empathy. His courage in the face of adversity serves as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest moments, we have the capacity to make a difference. As we close out today's episode, we want to leave you with a sense of hope and inspiration. Arthur Ashe's remarkable story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome obstacles and create positive change. Whether you're a tennis fan or simply someone who believes in the power of resilience, Ashi's legacy is sure to inspire you to make a difference in your own way. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay informed.